Yes, good evening, people. Welcome back to another YouTube channel. And tonight, I'm going to do the Premier League roundup. And if you like the video, please stick a like on the video and also subscribe as well. And do leave your comments in the live sections in the live comments. So just got back from Liverpool for the weekend. Absolutely loved it, but didn't go out. But just went to see a friend, and it worked out really well. So I was having a good time. And yeah, it's been good. And I got back in 3 hours, and just glad to be home. To be fair, then I got to work in the morning. So yeah, so like I said, please do subscribe and also stick like I want to get 100 likes today. So I've got some comments here, and I just have to get it in here. Here, John, hope you are good. That's control. I got Nigel B. Great intro, John. Thanks so much indeed. I found that, by the way, but I was given that and I had a footage, so I just couldn't be bothered to play it. But hey, there you go. We got Darren B. Evening, John. Hope you're okay, Darren. And Jack, evening to my guy as well. So, like I said, I'm going to do the latest Premier League and roundup and the latest news. And before we talk about Newcastle, I want to talk about Norwich. And apparently, they're going to get Dean Smith as their new head coach. Remember, Dean Smith got sacked by Villa a couple of years ago for 5 straight losses, and Steven Gerrard has taken his place. I'll comment on one later. But Dean Smith, got sacked, and it looks like he's going to make a swift return to the Premier League. The reason he's getting a job is because Frank Lampard was offered a job basically a couple of years ago, and he basically said that he's turned it down. Don't know why he turned it down, but the bottom line is maybe the Norwich job isn't for him. And if that's the case, then he's going to wait for a different job. So could Glasgow Rangers be coming in for him? Who knows? They're going to interview other managers as well, which I'll come on to later on. But like I said, there's such a manager go around, isn't there? Let's be real. But back onto Norwich. Dean Smith could be getting a 2.5-year contract, apparently. Yeah, because he's the best suited for the job. We all know how he plays football. He plays attacking football, as you know. He goes into Carrow Road, bottom of the table, and joined bottom with Newcastle United, by the way, even though they won last week against Brentford. He's got a big job at his hand, Dean. And he's going in there. You've got players that are simply not good enough for the Premier League. They've got some good players there. Max Aaron's is quality at right back. He gets up and down the pitch. Todd Cantwell, like him. Central mid. Expect to get booked 10 times in a season. Yeah? And you got Timo Pukki as well. He can score goals at the highest level. And he's a decent player. He does score goals. And listen, at the end of the day, could you imagine if he kept Norwich City up? I doubt it very much. I think they left it too late, if I'm honest with you. Yeah? But if you leave the comments in the section and in below and tell us, do you think Norwich can escape the bottom? Can they get out of the bottom 3? Me, personally, I cannot see that at all whatsoever. They got a tough game at home on Saturday against Southampton, and Southampton has been put together under Ralph Hasenhüttl. And I could only see Southampton winning that game because I could see them being mid-table this season. I did have them down for relegation, but at the end of the day, I've got to get proved wrong yet again. Could you believe that? But I think it's going to be too late for Norwich to stay up. That's my opinion. And hello to Joe Linton. I read Johnny Lyons again. Absolutely champion. Absolutely great. Apparently no funds. Is that no funds at Norwich? Wow, if that is the case, that is not good. Would you take Larjanis, appears in January? Never heard of him, to be fair. You heard the rumours on the new Chelsea Sporting Technical Director guy agreed to potential deals, one with, one without technical director to work as long as I hadn't heard anything. I'll comment that one later on, Nigel. Yeah, don't worry. I will definitely come back to him. There's a great player. I'm not going to read that. Do you think you should go for Lingard? 100%. Jesse Lingard, I think, is a quality player, him. But there's competition from Jesse. And basically, he's being linked not just for Newcastle United, he's being linked to West Ham again, and also he's being linked with Everton. And he's got to pick a choice there. If he has, then I wish him all the best, because he is a quality player. But I would not be surprised if he went back to West Ham, to be fair. They're in the top 4. And he wants to go to a club when they can go and challenge and make the team better. But unfortunately, I'm not sure that's going to be us. But you never know. I mean, we got Eddie Howe now. He can chat players as well. And let's hope that just Lingard makes the right decision. And I've got some Eric Shaw. Norwich are as good as done already. I knew they haven't had a chance when we beat them pre-season. Yeah, we got to play them next month. We got to play them in a couple of weeks' time at home, and we need to win that game. Because if we don't, we do not deserve to stay up. But I've got every confidence in Eddie Howe getting a win against Norwich in midweek game. I think Norwich will struggle to find a manager. Apparently, Jack, they got Dean Smith, or they're going to get Dean Smith. The fee has been agreed, and it could be taken over either tonight or Monday morning. And I wish him all the best as well. And can he keep them up? I doubt it very much. I mean, Norwich has had such a shocking start in the Premier League, losing quite a lot of games. And that's how it is. Was it one win for open 11 games? Well, at least they won a game. That we cannot win a game. That is the problem. And we need to win next Saturday. Again, we're going to contact later on. And so John's no forceman anymore. So I had to, mate, listen, it is what it is. And the sports channel, if he feels that we need to move forward, sort of things, go on different projects, then I wish I big him up for that sort of thing. But do join us on a Wednesday for European Roundup. That would be absolutely lit. And I'm only joking with John. Yeah, I know that. So listen, I'm gonna find out if they're a real player or not. And if I'm not sure, then let's be real. Then I'm not gonna mention it there. But there you go. Got 17 people watching. I had a day off yesterday, by the way, and could do with it, and I've done it. And do slap the likes on the video and slaps as well, and do subscribe. You've already not done this. 18 people now. Harry, John, Carl, absolutely fine, mate. Thanks for joining, mate. And yeah, so end of the day, it looks like Dean's going to take over. And well done him. Now, we're going to move on to Aston Villa. And Steven Gerrard, as you all know, he is their new manager, as new head coach. He signs on a 3.5 year contract, leaving Rangers after winning the SPL last season. Is Steven Gerrard the right man to bring success to Aston Villa? If so, I think he'll probably get a top 10 finish this season. And if he makes a go of it, if he's successful at Villa Park, then the Liverpool job could well be waiting for him. But I don't think it's going to happen yet. I can't see him going to Liverpool the next couple of seasons, let's be real, because Jurgen Klopp's going to be there for quite a long time. Me personally, I mean, excuse me, as a Celtic fan as well, I think he's making the right move to move on from Rangers, because he did what he had to do. It's to stop us from stopping getting 10 in a row. He's done that. And now he's leaving Rangers in a healthy state in Rangers. Well, I'm not sure if they're healthy or not. I don't care. To replace him, Van Bronckhorst has been linked. Lampard has been linked. And Duncan Ferguson's been linked as well. So whoever goes in there is going in there as a healthy club. And yeah, listen, Celtic anyway, let's be real. But I was taken over from Dean Smith, has been sacked last week, and it will change the team. I can guarantee you. He might get a couple more players coming in. It will definitely improve the defence, and it will play 4-4-3-3. And let's be honest about that. And if he does that, and he gets Villa into playing good football, they cannot be far away. So we're just seeing that happens there. Even if he went even to Thomas, I'm just going to go flip down there 2 seconds. Hi, John. Hope you had a good rest yesterday. But yeah, I did, mate. Yeah, I went to Liverpool yesterday, seen a friend. So it was all good. And evening, people, even Thomas, we will be above Villa by mid-December. I hope you are correct. And yeah, I know you were, mate. I know you were. Got some more comments flying through. And got back to the club. He stayed with the club for 7 years and moved on. Yeah, I think he see out his contract. I think he go away. He probably might go back to Germany. You just never know. Or he probably have a year out and then he'll probably go for the German job. You never know. I think he'll struggle at Villa. The Premier is a tougher league than the SPL. everything hi to everybody else. So if you tell what you think, if Steve Jobs is going to be a success at the football club, I do believe he will do, but it's going to take him time. So yeah, it's just gonna wait and see and just see how things go there. So if you look at the Premier League table, I'll just get it up there a second. You got Chelsea on top, then you got Man City, and then you got West Ham. Surprise package. West Ham on Navy Boys has done a fantastic job at this moment in time. I mean, who would have thought that? And it just got a new part owner as well from Sparta Prague, 27% of the shares, and he is one of the richest guys in world football. So good luck. Then we've got Liverpool's fourth. They got beat off West Ham last week. And then Arsenal surprised a lot of people, unbeaten in 8. And they've won the last few games. So Mikel Arteta is doing a fantastic job there. The last 5 games, lost 3 in that process as well. And everyone's saying that he needs to be sacked. Now, I'm going to be real here. In my opinion, I don't think Ole should be sacked because, listen, he's going to come in this place. There's not really out there. Zinedine Zidane maybes, but I don't think he'll come to England. Pity, because he is a decent manager. So I think, I mean, all the fans want him out, all the pundits want him out as well, and all the media as well, putting pressure on him as well. But if he does get sacked, will he come back into football again? I think he will. Probably for a top championship club. But you never know. But listen, just all I got to say to Man U fans, just get off his kiss because he's doing okay. And it's the players that's letting them down badly. And you've got players like Ronaldo, Fernandes. It's just, what else can I say? They are fantastic players, but they're not doing really enough. And Ronaldo's letting them down. You've got Fernandes letting them down. Paul Pogba, the guy I rate. I mean, let's be real. I just can't work him out in a minute in time. He gets sent off against Liverpool, right? Gets a free game ban for it, yeah? And he's out of contract in the summer. And apparently, you don't want to speak about a new contract until April. By that time, if I was a Man U fan, if I was a manager, I'd kick him out. I'd just get the guy out now because he doesn't really want to be at United. I mean, who's going to come in for him? PSG maybe, Real Madrid, or could be Juve on the fee again. They do love a fee sign, don't they, Juve? They really, really do. And I've got Emenalo announced tomorrow. I'm going to talk about it later on, but I'm not sure it's going to be tomorrow, to be fair. What do you think of the protest outside United this weekend over the owners? Listen, if I was a Man U fan, owners got to go, not Ole. The owners has to go because they're not backing enough. They're not spending enough money, but they spend 400 million under Ole. Yeah, that's a hell of a lot of money. And the wages is absolutely incredible. 500,000 for Ronaldo. Yeah, 300 on Cavani. Bruno Fernandes must be on about, 200 grand a week. Christ, and it's just not doing it. I mean, their problem is in defence, and Harry Maguire's been a letdown this season. He hasn't been good enough at all whatsoever. Bailey is done okay. Van Bissaka is just not good enough. He's not United. He's just a shocking right back for me. They need to fix the back four big time if they are to win a title. And until then, they're going to be in serious trouble. I'm trying to work out if we're doing better from a PR angle to announce Emenalo this week or later. We have to wait and see. I'll comment on one later, man. If even Thomas, you got Bruce Smith and Norwich and Villa, and he's waiting for Ole to be sacked. He's waiting for the Man U job, people. You never know. If he gets sacked, can you imagine that United appoint Steve Bruce? They're not going to appoint him. It's not going to happen because he's finished with football. He's done. I mean, if it was that good, why didn't Norwich come in for him? Why didn't Villa come in for him? Rangers come in for him? And if Ole gets sacked, what about United? Are they going to come in for Steve Bruce? I doubt it very, very much. He is done with football. He is finished. And I've got Man U in trouble at the moment. The players are turning on Ole big time. Well, if that's the case, then they're going to have to make a decision. But that's not the players' decision. The players should keep their mouths short, start winning games, and give Ole a break. Do you know what I mean? He's a United legend. It's as simple as that. And I've got Ronaldo being downfall on United is the biggest joke ever. Guy's been a goal machine since arriving. He's been fantastic, Eric. He really has been fantastic. But He's losing his way a little bit, man, trying to get sent off against Liverpool. You know what I mean? But I just think now he's sounding a bit peed off because he doesn't want Ole to be there. But who brought him there? Ole. I think Cristiano needs to buck up and just get on with his game and let the powers that be sort Ole out. Would I sack Ole? Definitely not. Is Ronaldo really good enough to perfect Boosty Ball? Probably not. I don't think Cristiano will listen to him, by the way. I just don't think he will. I got some more comments about Maggie. So we need to sign John Swift for Reading. The guy's class carrier for midfield, so skillful. I like him. I do like him. And if we can get him, I think Eddie Howe will turn him into a baller. He would turn this guy into a baller. And he's a winger, skillful, scores. And I think he'll definitely come. He's one of the best players in the championship. Believe me, I watched him a few times, by the way. And he's just a decent young player. And how much he'd be worth, I don't know if he's out of contract, he's still in contract. Reading fans who are watching my channel, please let us know. And I would know more about this guy. So we talked about Villa, we talked about Norwich, yeah. And now I want to talk about, everyone wants to talk about him, Michael Emenalo, your technical director. He used to be at Chelsea and Monaco, yeah. But according to reports, according to Eurosport, he's saying that he's confident he will land a top job in Newcastle. He thinks it's highly likely he will be appointed to work directly above Toon manager Eddie Howe. This guy is absolutely brilliant. Ian Wright rates him very, very highly. This is the guy that got Eden Hazard into Premier League and Mo Salah as well, and Kevin De Bruyne as well when it was at Chelsea. He will be absolutely top draw. And I hope if he does come in, and if it's him, and I believe it is, then hopefully it'll be absolutely fantastic. You've got to then get the young players coming in, top quality players. And as long as you get some with Eddie Howe, that's absolutely fine. I take that all day long. I mean, he loves football. He knows what he's doing. And he is also a Champions League winner. And it sounds a good guy. And I hope they get him sorted out very, very soon, because Campos has been a bit quiet. Michael Edwards won't come to Newcastle. Yeah, he may take a break or go to America. Could be wrong, but Emenalo is the best suited, in my opinion, to become a director of football as well. And I think I'd take him all day long. So let's have a look at this one. Could you imagine Ronaldo in a boosty team? I tell you what, it's just kicking into retirement. You know what I mean? I don't think Boosty would be anywhere near United. I have a feeling Joe Linton will be a good player. Not great, but good. Yeah, totally agree there. And give him another chance. And if he doesn't fix up, get rid of Jan. John, top phone for you. Remember, we are not signing shit players. I totally agree. Totally agree. It's going to have to be quality. Also, do you think the Premier League clubs will do business with us? Jordan has proven in 2 year time he's junk. Okay, cool. There's definitely some Ukrainian players we're looking at in the Under-20 World Cup winning squad. Only 2 in Spain. The rest are still in new setups. Listen, I don't know a lot about Ukrainian football, Nigel. I really don't. I ain't gonna lie. And Shevchenko is a legend again. He's just gone to Genoa as well as Genoa head coach. And I wish him all the best with new backers as well, new owners at Genoa, by the way. I think it'd be okay. Is it Emenalo at the end of the Bournemouth Mike Cup video when Eddie Howe met Dalglish? Eddie said, hello, Michael. I haven't seen it, mate. I have not seen it at all. But I'm going to have to watch it. So I'm going to keep watching it, but I'll probably watch it later on. We shall see. And let's have a look at this one here as well. We got a problem with Emenalo. He gets a lot of players on board to loan them out for loads. Eventually, then leave. So on the pitch, we see no benefits to Emenalo. We've got to wait and see what he does. There are also other quality director of footballs out there. Yeah, you got Michael Sork for Borussia Dortmund. I think it's absolutely amazing. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if he's still. I think he is in that. Also, you've got Monchi as well from Sevilla. Used to be at AS Roma. He's one of the best scouts and sporting directors in world football. Getting young players through. They got that lad Canadi from Sevilla as well. The French lad, cracking defender. Him playing right back, always playing defence. And I think if Joe Linton is played in a different position, he may improve. He is not a number 9. Darren, we have to wait and see what he does. We see what he does against we got bought Brentford on Saturday. See how he does that. I'll be in Italy then, and I've got a week off from stream. But I'm going to do the content, so from Italy with all the Newcastle latest. Also, I'm going to do some content from Italy as well. So please check me out for that. So it is what it is. I want to talk about as well, off the topic, on Ian Herbert as well, right? He just get up a second and see what you have to say. I mean, this guy is an absolute muppet. He really, really is. Just get up a second. And let's just have a check out a second in a minute. Because what he did, right, he's just another journalist, right, it's having a pop. Having a real pop at all. Just gonna check out sort of thing, yeah. And he's basically saying on the Daily Mail, right? I'm surprised he hasn't blocked us yet, but he's basically saying, where is Newcastle United's new chairman? Why the reluctance to answer questions? What could he have to hide? That is what he's saying in the press conference, or not press conference, journalists, right? But the bottom line is, right, to come out and say that, right, I think it's a bit double standards for me. Yeah. What you have to understand is, well, Banfish doesn't do interviews. Sheikh Mansour doesn't do interviews as well. And also, a couple of these chairmen doesn't do interviews at all as well. And now, is another one alongside Simon Bird, Martin Samuel, right? And Oliver Holt come on and having a dig at Newcastle United. Yeah. And let me tell you something, right, Ian, if you are listening, right? If you've got something to say, explain yourself, man. Because at the end of the day, right, all you media and all you pundits having to go at Newcastle United, right, you've got to get used to it now. We have got a takeover now. Get used to it. They haven't got answered anything. Mike, why do you not call out Mike Ashley or any other media call out Mike Ashley and ask him the questions as well? The same communication sort of thing. He never does interviews neither, yeah? And you got the audacity to come out and say, tell us who you are. Why they're not talking to us, yeah? Excuse me, Yassir has had COVID, right? So he can't say much, can he? But Amanda Staveley has come out and does a lot of interviews as well. 3 or 4. She's done more in a month than Ashley done in 14 and a half years as ownership, yeah? So let me tell you something, Ian Herbert, right? Just keep your nose out, right? Get used to it and just get out, yeah? Because at the end of the day, right, you're crossing our fans and we have had enough of it, yeah? Just let us be. We just want hope, ambition and drive, because the bottom line is we need that takeover. Otherwise, we'll be in serious trouble. And that's all I got to say on that for now. So I've got Eric as well. Okay, I mean, Matthias Sama. I don't know who he's managing though. Agreed, Darren. I think he may be supposed to John Linton. Darren Bath he isn't a left or right side attacker either. Much better, even at the club, than him. And now we look forward. And then you've got Nigel. So 3-4-3 against Brentford, 4-0 win. I don't think he'll play at back though, Nigel. I don't think he will. I think he's going to play a 4-4 and one drop off the striker. So it's 4-4-1-1. Chris Hughton used to play that way as well. Kevin Nolan dropping off the centre forward. And I think, honestly, see him doing exactly the same thing. But I hope you're right. And you got from sort of Jack. Hi, John. Hi, David. I hope you're okay, mate. Absolutely fine. And I've got Maggot maybe midfield. And Nigel BC, I'll block the mail. I don't blame you, by the way. I mean, Craig Hope works for them, by the way. And I love him. I think he's a fantastic journalist, by the way. But he needs to be moved on from the mail. I could be wrong. But you got people like Martin Samuel telling us that we missed a trick not getting Stevie G, right? And he's just another Chelsea one as well. He didn't want to take over, by the way. He didn't want it. He's a West Ham fan. You should be happy where your team is, Martin. Third in the league. Concentrate on that, mate. Yeah? They just drop shite for clickbait. They move on, and wow, we all go mental. That's what they want. They want us to get mad. Do you know what I mean? Because they know we're going to bite back. Yeah? They're going to keep doing it, and we're just going to keep biting back. All we do now is just smile. Just haven't got the waste for it anymore. I haven't got the energy for it now, you know. There's no chance, Darren. Time cut the losses, mate. He's proven he's not good enough. Cool. Can't wait to see who comes and goes. Do you know what? I'm going to do the transfer window as well, deadline as well, on the last day. I think that could be on a Monday. I think it's on a Monday. I could be wrong on it, sort of his last day. I might even take the day off, by the way. I'll probably take the day off and probably do a late one. So, yeah, I'll take the day off. Yeah, 4-4-1-1. Yeah, Darren, okay, we still have him. I think we need to utilize him for somehow until we can bring in players. I agree. We dodge a bullet, not getting Stevie G. Of course, surprise Villa, you know. I hope I'm wrong, but you could surprise them. But we need to hit the ground running now. That is it. Kevin Moody, even John Greershaw, Sever, thanks a lot, my guy. I appreciate that. And we got Darren BT Lady. I got Darren as well. Villa fans think we missed out on Gerrard. He wasn't even in contention. He wasn't even in contention for the job. He wasn't even in contention for the job. I don't think Newcastle spoke to him. The only ones they spoke to is Unai Emery, as far as I know. They spoke to Daniel Fonseca 3 times, apparently. Never got the job. And spoke to Eddie Howe, and they got Eddie in because he is the best available. And he is he's going to be fantastic. I could see him being at Newcastle for the next decade if things goes to plan. I quite like Eddie Howe. His attitude is correct. It's fine. And, you know, he met Adam as well and other fans as well. And talk Adam in a minute, by the way. He's still getting a lot of stick on social media because he's a full-time YouTuber. And some of the people are just getting fed up with him. He's young. He's 20 years of age, you know. I mean, let him be. Just give him a break. You know what I mean? I sent out a clip, and it's still out there. I got 1,350 odd views for that small clip I've done with Adam, and he was so made up when I done that vid, by the way. But just get off his case. Let him do what he wants, yeah. And the only thing I could say about him, a little critique sort of thing, yeah, just ignore the haters. Do what you think. I would have done the same, by the way. I would have done exactly the same if I was a full-time YouTuber. But I've always said if I can get 10,000, I'll be so happy. Then I may do this full-time. But I've got to get 10K as quickly as possible. Otherwise, I'm going to be left out. Germany win by 4-1. Goals galore this weekend. Germany look decent, don't they? And Hansa Flick. Hansa Flick's done an amazing job with Germany. He could be there for decades as well. Who knows? Fonseca never offered a job either. He wasn't offered a job, but he had an interview 3 times apparently. That's what I've heard. And it is for what it is. And it's going to be so exciting in January. But we need to win these home games, these next 3 home games. Forget Arsenal, I'm not going to lie. But let's hope that we can get a win against these 3 home games, because if we do, that will be absolutely fantastic. Do keep those comments coming through. Do smash the like and do subscribe if you are new. And like I said, I'm off to Italy on Friday. So I am going to do some more content on Friday when I arrive in Italy as well. I really just booked the car park as well, sort of thing, in Airport Tavern. So I was very lucky to get that space. And I got Howe's got to revamp the team and bring new energies, I think. Do you know what it is, Darren? He's doing that right now. He's doing it just now because these players are still not match fit yet. He's got that playing on Saturday. He's got them playing on Sunday. And I think, big up to Eddie Howe, he's done fantastic. He has getting these players up to speed, and that's what he has to do. It's going to be a big difference on Saturday. What they need is match time. That's what they need. God, I need that drink, by the way. And Max, I heard Lee Charnley interviewed Howe months ago. It was in the loop. We should have got him at the end of the season. Sat Boost and get Eddie Howe in. We'll not be bottom 3. Eddie would have settled in very, very nicely, by the way. But then again, Ashley and Charlie probably tell him to get the players 2-3 days off. He ain't having it. Not having it. And Howe's tactics could work well against a pedestrian Arsenal. Could well be. I think the players are going to revamp. The players are going to be switched on. And if they do that, then believe you me, everything will be fine. If we don't win our next 3 home games, we don't deserve to stay up with this current team. By the way, I'm not being funny, but come January, I'll get rid of a lot of them. If they don't perform by January, get rid of a lot of them. Yeah? Get the players who come in who are good enough for Newcastle United and for Eddie Howe as well. And Nigel be spot on. I totally agree, by the way, Nigel, that last comment, by the way. But by the way, John, if I don't see you on live on YouTube, have a great holiday and remember holidays. Yeah. Thank you very much, man. I mean, I'm going to do it for the next 4 more days. Then, and on Friday, I don't know if I'm going to do an early Friday morning one. I don't know yet. I haven't decided yet, but I'll let you know. Otherwise, I'm just going to do a content from Rome. Yeah, like I said, there's no Horseman show tomorrow. That's it. I don't know what's going to happen now. I don't know what Paul's going to do, but it's going to be really good. And like I said, just come to the football European roundup on the Wednesday. I'll definitely be doing it with Paul. And last week, first time he's done it, it's been absolutely fantastic. It really, really has. I haven't got 100 views, yes. That is shocking. It really, really is. But what can I say? I'm going to try and get some guests on this week, by the way. And if I can get some guests on my channel, that'd be fantastic. I'm trying to get Lily as well, Mrs. Nine Talks, to come on this week to talk about all things Newcastle United. So please keep your eyes peeled for that. If she has to work, there's little I can do. But always the week after that, well, probably Friday or Saturday next week, 200 million war chests over the next few years. That is apparently Howe's budget. To me, how can I say? How do I work that one out? That would work out to be 65 million, something like that. 65 million in January, 65 in the summer, and 65 in January. Wow, that ain't enough. That is not enough. That 200 million will have to be spent in January. Just let's make a statement. Just say, right, you know what? I'd rather spend 200 million. That's not just in January, but also in the summer as well. And then it gives you that 6-7 month grace to get used to the area, the city, and the way Eddie wants to play his football. And then going into the new season, we'll be ready. So yeah, that's a big wall of cash there, man. You know, that's what we need to spend. That's what we need to have. So yeah, I think that's about right. I mean, we do need to get in quality players in. I'm not asking to say buy 10 different players. I just want to get in by quality players. Being linked with Adrian Rabiot, Jesse Lingard, Danny van der Beek as well, after Dean Henderson as well. So there's 4 players we linked with. But Eddie Howe wants 2 defenders. He wants a midfielder. He's definitely on the right back. And we can do the centre forward as well. We can get a backup centre forward because Callum Wilson will not be fit for the whole of the season, let's be real. Ryan Pearson needs to fix up as well if he does play. Miggy needs to weigh it up. ASM needs to be consistent. The last few games, it just hasn't been good. It hasn't been good enough. Just a quick mention for the 17 players and chairman of Newcastle who laid down their lives in WW2. Okay, cool. Ladies, you don't know what the budget's going to be till we get sponsorship sorted. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Let's get sponsorship sorted by December. Find out who's it's going to be and find out how much we've got that way. And comply with fair play for some down. Listen, it doesn't matter how much you spend because we haven't spent big on the Mike Ashley. But the good thing is, though, we can spend what we want. We can spend £500 million and still don't get punished by fair play. Do you know what I mean? By the FFP. And because someone explained to us what financial fair play is, because it just changes every single time. And I just don't get it at all. I really don't. But if we can find out what it is and someone explain to us, okay, cool. Then we get there. And got some breaking news, by the way, and it's really sad news for Celtic. And it's Lisbon Lion, a Celtic legend, Bertie Auld. I don't know if anyone knows of him. I've heard of Bertie Auld. He has sadly passed away at age 83. Just for breaking news that Celtic legend, or Lisbon Lion as well, because he's been European Cup winner, by the way, Bertie Auld has sadly passed away at age 83. So my condolences goes out to Bert's family and young ones as well. So it's sad news. It really is sad news. And my heart goes out to the Aud's family. And how wants Lloyd Kelly and Lima from Bournemouth. Not what I like to see, to be honest with you. Listen, we need to get some stellar players coming in. We need proper players to come in, not going to lie. I mean, don't get us right. Kelly and Lamar and Lerma, sorry, should be Lerma, not Lamar. He's a pop star, isn't he? Lerma. They're both doing well in Bournemouth. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not sure they should have another year in the Premier League first. Lerma would be fine. Lloyd Kelly, he needs to get a couple of years experience for a comes to us. Financial Fair Play tried to start close, spend so much, they go into administration. How many teams goes into administration by in the Premier League? Never seen this. Got a 3-year depreciation on all spending just by rise and it won't matter. Yeah, it's true. John, they say the best league is the Premier League, but do you think the best players are in the Premier League or the European leagues? For me, my opinion, Sanjeev, is Serie A for me, but I can't be mad. Yeah, I think it's more skillful, technically, it's better as well for me. The Premier League is the money league, and that's not being disrespectful for the Premier League. It's the most watched league in the world. I understand that. Also, it's the richest league in the world. It's all about money at the end of the day. And you've got players like Declan Rice with £100 million. What has he won? What has he won? He's having a cracking season. I'm a fan of Declan Rice, but is he worth 100 million? Excuse me. They probably will now because look what happened to Jack Grealish. He got £100 million. That's the going rate in this country. Do you know what I mean? And I've got David as well. Are you going to Italy do some scouting? Or have you pulled and treated her to take your holiday? I'm going there to neither, mate. I'm going there to watch a match, hopefully. Try and go to a Lazio Juve game. If I kind of go to that game, I find a different match to go to on a Sunday. Probably a 2 o'clock game on a Sunday. I should have a look. And I'm definitely going to do a match somewhere down that line. So let's hope that it'll be a good game. Lazio Juve, that's the one I want to go to. John, when do you think you'll make it into Europe? If you get the decent players coming in, if Eddie Howe gets some players for world-class players coming to Newcastle, I'm not saying world-class, but just top-quality players, yeah? He's going to get us into the top 6 and get us into Europe. I'd take it all day long. If we get the Europa League for the next 3 seasons, cool. And then build on from there to the Champions League. So if we can do that, then cool. In my opinion, I'd go for top 10 and win a trophy. That's all I want. Top 10 and a trophy. And then build on from that. And then we'll be absolutely fine. We need to find whose also scout is in England. We can get hired. That's Michael Sork. I can't see leaving Germany, to be quite honest with you. Hi, John. Hope you're all, mate. Paul, I'm great. Will you be coming to any games in November, December? I'm going to the Burnley game. That is against Burnley on December the 4th. And I'm hoping to come 2 weeks after that. So we should have to wait and see on that one. So, yeah, definitely on the 4th December. And then 2 weeks' time after that. Have a great time in Italy, John. Thanks, Thomas, mate. Appreciate that. We need to open international camps around the globe to create a catchment net for future talents. Absolutely. I mean, we need to invest in youth as well. And we need to get some players around the Premier League and Europe as well and get them up here, right? We need an under-23s manager. Someone's going to be absolutely fantastic. Get them in and then develop them. And then hopefully we win some games and hopefully get into the first team. That's what we need. Look at Man City. Phil Foden is being developed. First team, yeah? Mason Mount developed at Chelsea in the first team. Billy Gilmour developed in the first team. Well, Rangers, by the way, and he's gone to Chelsea. Now he's at Norwich. And he's hardly played, hasn't he? We could have done with Billy Gilmour, by the way. We could have done with him. Let's have it real. And I got to look at you in Italy. Not yet, mate. I'm there on Friday. So I'm going there on Friday. I'll leave it 1:45 from Bristol. And then hopefully get there for 20 past our passport. Mate, how are you, man? You'd like to do a preview after we get back committee? Yes, mate. That's no problem. That's fine. That's no problem. Just give us a shout. What I'm going to be back from Italy, I don't know. It could be a late one, but let us know, mate. And then we can work things out. So do smash the likes again and do subscribe. And that Mark Goldbridge, that's football. He did a stream yesterday for quite a long time, man. And he's done brilliant. I mean, he's done really, really well. And for ourselves, he started at nothing. And now he's got, 1 million subscribers? Fair play to him. He's a full-timer now. And he's been absolutely doing well. All these big names, all these big accounts, like Mark Goldbridge, that's football, United Stand, right? Lee Gunner, AFTV, West Ham Fan TV, and we are Tottenham. They are big accounts, big accounts, by the way, and they're doing fantastically well for themselves. Yeah, I mean, let's be real. I need to do more. I need to do more live streams, and do some more content, and then everyone will be fine. And I've got some more comments flying through. Classbro is his good place. It sure is. Have you watched the Neville Stewart interview yet? Parts of it, but it sounds very interesting, by the way. See you at the Burnley game then, mate. I will report. Thanks very much, mate. Chelsea, Leeds and City have the best youth programme. That's because they've got the best young managers to bring them up. And quite rightly so. And anytime and DMS when you back, yeah, that's cool. That's absolutely fine. So it is what it is. Just go on the bottom there. Just check on my channel after this. I've got 120 views on this channel. So really made up for that, by the way. I want to get minimum 500 every single time. And that's what I want to do. If I can do that, that'd be absolutely fantastic. I'll be over the moon. I've been on for 42 minutes, yeah? So it's not too bad. I've got Sam in English here. Will you be vlogging your trip to Rome? I will be, mate. I mean, what I'll do, I'm going to take some videos to upload as well. Wherever I go, it'd be absolutely fantastic. I'm definitely going to do Rome. I'll definitely do Colosseo. I'll be doing that, Vatican City as well. I will do another different places as well. I mean, I'm not going to rule out Naples. I'm not going to rule out Perugia or Ternana. I'm not going to rule them out, but I should definitely be checking. Bari's going to be a bit too far. That's 3.5 hours on the train. So that's not going to be for me. I've been there before. Lecce as well. That's a bit far out as well. I mean, I wouldn't rule out doing Frosinone for matching Frosinone. I've been there before, and the fans are good there. They're doing really well in Serie A B at this moment. Top 8. Good little team, by the way. I love to see Frank Kessie in defence mid for us, Aston unit, ESN unit. Guy's 6 foot, and he is absolutely brilliant, David. But Spurs want him as well, by the way. And what chance have we got of getting him? If Spurs get him, and don't forget, Conte knows him really well. And we're just not going to compete against, well, we should be competing against Tottenham, but in the summer, it will be very interesting. We shall see. 33 people watching live, by the way. Wow, thank you very much indeed. And do slap the likes up, by the way. Which manager got sent off today in the two latest FA Cup? Mate, I haven't seen it, mate. But I'll find out later who it is. And I just do not know. Because I don't really watch the under 23s. I should do, but I just hasn't happened yet. So I don't know that one, sort of thing. But if someone knows, just leave it in the live section, and then we'll just go from there. So what I'll be doing tomorrow night, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow night. I'm going to try and get some 1 or 2 people to come on my channel, by the way. And let's hope that let's get some new ones as well. Come on, some new ones. The real ones as well, by the way. We won by 5-1. And how long do you reckon before you guys are proper challenging me? I reckon about 4, maybe 5 years. Chelsea Live, I hope you can do subscribe to my channel, mate. It'd be absolutely amazing if you do that. I'll give it 5 years, 5-6 years, sort of thing, you know. It all depends how quick you get these top quality players in Newcastle. What I need to do, I'd rather build, like I said earlier, build up, get top 10 and win an FA Cup or Carabao Cup for next year. That's a benchmark. And then build on from there, do the Europa League for 3 years, and then push on for the Champions League and go for top 4. And if you can do that, that'd be absolutely brilliant. Yeah, these people are serious. They want to get in the top 4. They want to get there in quick time. Do you know what I mean? If they can do that under Eddie Howe, that would be absolutely brilliant. So say about 5 years. I'm calling year 3, we enter Europe. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about correct. Listen, at the end of the day, we as Newcastle, we deserve to be in Europe, in the Europe Super League. We need to get there because it's been a long damn time since we qualified for Europe. We haven't been there since 2011 under Alan Pardew. That's where we got beat off Benfica. I mean, Davide Santon did that terrible back pass from a throw-in, and they scored from it as well. And just breaking news, by the way, Lewis Hamilton is back in the championship race again. And he's won the Brazilian Grand Prix. And he started on the 10th grid. And he got past Max Verstappen as well. So big up to Lewis, man. Back in the race again. Well done, Lewis. Never write him off, by the way. I got Chelsea Life. Like, subscribe. Thanks for your answer, my guy. Yeah, I agree with that. Thank you very much indeed. And listen, at the end of the day, it's all about doing good content. It's treating them, respect them, sort of thing as well. And if you do that and do good subs, do the content, cool. That'd be amazing. Worst Newcastle start 11. Yeah, so worst Newcastle players I've seen for a long time. Eddie Howe will probably change that in double quick time. I just want us to challenge a couple, yeah, then go for trophies. Realistically, yeah. I will go for realistically, damn as well. I'm not asking the new owners to get us the title. That ain't going to happen anytime soon. There's no way. It takes time. But if we stay up, then I hope they do come to us because we've got such passion. We've got a fantastic fan base here. Sometimes OTT. But listen, at the end of the day, whoever comes there, I hope Eddie Howe gets it right. He seems a lovable, likable lad. And remember, from Jack, we need to build a squad big enough to cope with your competition. Yeah, I totally agree. They got to back Eddie all the way. And also, if as Emenalo comes in, then hopefully that'll be fantastic. I'll have him more of the time. So I'm going to go on for another 5-10 minutes or so for a wrap up, by the way. But football's back on Saturday, thank God. We've got Brentford at home. And it seems to me that the players are absolutely loving life under Eddie Howe. Do you know what I mean? I mean, different training. If you watch a clips of it, it's absolutely fantastic. And if you think about it, these players want to be challenged. These players want to be trained properly. Do you know what I mean? John Joe Shelby, apparently, he seems to be enjoying himself. Do you know what I mean? Lascelles as well. And it's all good. It's just rock and roll. Let's go because we need to get 3 points on Saturday. If we don't, I hate to say this, we could be in big trouble. I know it's a long way to go, but by the turn of the year, it should get a little bit easier, by the way. Got some more comments flying through, by the way. And I've got Zanjeev as well. Do subscribe, man. John, what's the first Newcastle game you can remember? I think it would be the 1974 FA Cup final loss to Newcastle, to Liverpool. I was born in 69 when we won the first cup. That's the year I was born, right? But for me, I was young watching Newcastle, yeah. But for me, it has to be the 1974 FA Cup. But I did bought a video, CD, 87 Newcastle, seeing all their goals. And that goal by Malcolm McDonald was absolute fantastic. Brilliant goal that against, I think it was against Bolton. And, you know, if you have to be back in the 80s for me, where you had Waddle, Beasley, Gascoigne, and Wharton, and all these kind of players as well. There are some cracking players, by the way. Cole Klein, brilliant. So for me, it had to be back then. But what memories of being a Newcastle fan? We had some ups and downs. We got relegated in 89 and quite deservedly so because we finished bottom of the league that day. Or finished second from bottom, one or two. I can remember St. James's Fortress teams were terrified. We need that again. What I want to see as well, I want to see level 7 with all the singing atmosphere at the club as well. I want that back. So take all the away fans from there and move them back in the corner than it was before. Totally agree. This international football break has been depressing, but if you think about this, it's actually gone quick. It has indeed, Luca. It has indeed. When do you think that we start building a new academy and training ground? Probably, I'll give a couple a year or two, but it needs to be done quick time because at the minute, our training facility is not good, isn't it? It's not great. Amazing how suddenly everyone's still fit and fast and intensive 2 weeks training in comparison to the past. That's a good point, Nigel. All the players are looking fit. Do you know what I mean? There's no injuries at all. There's no excuses. I know Paul Dummett is still out injured, by the way. We'll find out what Eddie Howe have to say on Thursday or Friday. But one thing I will say, there's absolutely no excuses whatsoever. They're all going to be fit. They're all going to be intense. They're going to be training every day. Eddie Howe gets up, comes in and training at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'll hope the players follow suit as well. because this manager ain't going to mess about. He's going to go in there. You're going to get plenty of training. Let's be honest, plenty of training. And let's hope that the players buy into his football, because I can tell you now, if you don't fix up, you are out. My last European game I watched was Bayern Leverkusen won 3-1, Shearer hat-trick and CF penalty by Shearer given. Had a kid cheers the players to sign my hat. Absolutely right. That's a good game, by the way. We actually beat them away as well. I always felt in debt to Newcastle for giving my world to me and me, Paul Gascoigne, my hero in football terms at least. That's from Chelsea. Fantastic. And I think that has something to do with the new training pitch. That's with Nigel. And it's great to see they were training at St. James's yesterday. Yeah, and this morning. It just goes to show that these players aren't getting away with it. Under Steve Bruce, they would have been having a day off with their families. Do you know what I mean? But not under this manager. And it's great to see. I read that. Thoughts on Newcastle squad with Eddie in charge. Can he get the best out of Joe Linton and ASM? I believe he can, but it all depends on the players as well. They're in for a shock, those two. I think they'll improve. Joe Linton, I'm not a big fan of him, but I'm prepared to give him another chance under Eddie Howe. If he does fix up by December, I'll make my mind up on him. Do you know what I mean? And that's the bottom line. He needs to fix up. He'll be working harder than ever, and there'll be no walking about. There'll be a lot of pressing. Can he press the defenders? That's another thing we like to see from him. He's a big unit, and the rules are oyster on him. We'll see what happens on that one. Do you think 3 players will keep Newcastle up? Because for me, 5 is the minimum course. Eddie Howe is a good coach, but John, these players are the problem. Yeah, they need to fix up. They need to ask themselves the question as well. Do they want to play for Eddie Howe? Do they want to stay up at Newcastle United? Do they want to be here? And they need to fix up. Otherwise, they are going out. It's as simple as that. They need to fix up now. It's all on them. I mean, you're not playing for Steve Bruce anymore. We need to back Eddie and the lads, whatever the result. We need to show the lads we're back to them. Get their confidence back up and let them know we with them now the regime has gone. Yeah, they need to fix up. Do you want to play for Newcastle? They better fix up, haven't they? Eddie obviously done a fitness test, and Eddie, like you all and every day for a month. Bang. For me, we're down to 2024. I'm backing Eddie, not those players. If they can't follow what he says, get rid of them. Those players can get us top 10 or 6. Yeah, it's down the players now. It's all on them. Xhaka was in Newcastle today. Well, big up to Xhaka, his lot, because he was a fantastic keeper in his time. Brilliant keeper. Whew. Boy, I could chat for England, can I? I could really chat for England, can I? 36 people watching live. 36 people, right? I want half you people. Send us a message. I want half you people. Send us a tweet. Not a tweet. Send us a message in the live comments, yeah? That's all I want you to do. 35 people. I love you always. I think you're all amazing. But please, please, please send in these comments. Do you think Eddie Howe will turn it around? Will he keep us up? Joe Linton's been slashing back in the net in training lately. Fingers on, mate. That's in training. What does he do on the pitch? That's all interesting. He's got to do it on the pitch. Not just in training, on the pitch. These players need to fix up and look sharp. Yes. Get 200 people watching live. Luca, that's what I like to see you rolling, mate. I was close to 200 while I did a chat with Steve Rafe a couple of weeks ago. I think I had 180. I was close to 200. That's the record I've had. And if I can get that, that'd be absolutely amazing. Paul gets that. So I need to get that very, very soon. Otherwise, I should lose my job as a podcaster. We need to get these players training on the pitch so they've got spatial awareness. Yep. On me. Totally agree. Especially they've got the every day. That's a full-time life. Eddie Howe's not happy with the training, not happy with the fitness. There you go. Still a tut from the Casiraghi incident. Yeah, I mean, I can remember that back in 1998. Scored a great goal. And unfortunately, that injury did him. And what a shame, because that guy was absolutely fantastic. And he was brilliant for Juve. And when he went to Chelsea, he cost something like £5.5 million. And he was absolutely brilliant. He's a guy, he's not going to get you 20 goals, but his hold-up play and getting players into the play is fantastic. What a shame So got it for Newcastle. He was fantastic. I did. And did you work for YouTube? I don't work for YouTube, but you could say I'm a part-time YouTuber, by the way. But one thing I will say, if I can get minimum 5k, but definitely 10k, that I'll do this full time, because the bottom line is, I think I'm doing fantastic. And it's a fast improvement from before, seeing he couldn't hit the net. Yeah, if that's true, I want to see him deliver. And I want to judge him out under Eddie Howe between now and December. They got some tough games coming up, by the way. I want to see him deliver and start playing like a £40 million player. Yes, it's not his fault. He didn't make the transfer fee up. But at the end of the day, he's a professional footballer, and I want to see him good things. All if Eddie buys 2 defenders, 2 mids and a striker, because our midfield is the weakest in the Premier League. I have to agree. I got John, do you think there's a danger of Eddie overtraining the lads? Chief, not at all, mate. They weren't even fit under Steve Bruce, and Eddie wants to get them back in. I mean, they need to get used to it, man. Eddie knows what he's doing, and if you're not good enough, then something needs to be done. And these players are having 3 days off a week, and Steve is making our players into part-time players, mate. Do you know what I mean? These are full-time professionals. Should be trained like full-time professionals. Do you know what I mean? But listen, end of the day, he's not overtraining them. He just wants to get back to where they were, 100% fit. Do you think I'm doing fantastic? Yes, you are, mate. You are. When was the first time you remember a manager making an unpopular decision to sell a player? It's a tough one, really. Jonathan Woodgate, when he was with us, went to Real Madrid. That was from Sir Bobby Robson. I mean, if you look at it, sort of thing, he was our best player in defence. The bottom line is, he shouldn't have done that, really, because, okay, injuries didn't help him, but at the end of the day, I mean, he's done it for the right reasons. Then you got James Milner, who's been outstanding. Not being funny, but I think that's down to Mike Ashley wanting the money, told him kicking to sell him. But I can't remember. I just can't remember really who I'm not happy selling. Like, Johan Kadai, when he went, by the way, absolutely gutted. But it's that tough one, really. But I'm sure that's a bloody good question, Jack. Good question. But other than that, it's just under Mike Ashley. That's it. But Eddie Howe will sell a player when he thinks it's right and no one else. So there you go. I can see Eddie being here for the next 10 years. If he keeps us up, keep him in the championship, and then he gets back up again. So I can see him being here for a long, long time, because he plays football the right way. If he does that, yeah, I think he will, because he plays football the right way. I think he'd be decent. I'd take him. Anyone remembers Hugo Fayana? Yes, I do. He came to us at £8.5 million back in 2002, signed by Bertie Robson, right? And I just think he was too early. AC Milan wanted him as well, but he came to us instead. And he had some good performances. Don't get us wrong. Against Feyenoord, I thought he was outstanding. That was his best game in a black and white shirt. But the Premier League has caught him out just that little bit. And I'm afraid to say I'm gutted for him, because I really want to succeed. But that game against Marseille away from home, when he failed to go for a 50-50 tackle and he pulled out, I think he's done for me. He completely lost us there, cost the first score. That was down to him. But he was a decent player otherwise. John Jordan was never going to be a top player or good player even under Nagelsmann. He's only scored 7 in one season, time to go. If a good offer comes in for him, or any offer comes to him, I get him gone. Even to Paddy Scally, hope you're okay, mate. And I've got some more comments flying through the roof, by the way. I've got David Knight here. Bit annoyed with YouTube removing dislikes. Won't be able to dislike Simon Jordan's Talk Sport videos anymore, where he talks crap at Newcastle. He recently called Eddie Howe a relegation specialist. He's only got relegated once. I think Simon Jordan needs, and I'll repeat, need to do his research. Yeah? And just give the guy a break. Give him a chance. If he was at Villa, would Simon Jordan say the same thing? No, he wouldn't. Not at all. I mean, Simon Jordan, don't get us wrong, he can talk sense, but when it comes to Newcastle United, he hasn't got a clue, hasn't he? Hasn't got a clue. Last week was the pain. This week was the gain in training. Correct. Yes. I'm making bloody sweat and a lot of them Soundness selling Junol and Ferdinand. What's it, John? No, that's Kenny Dalglish. That's Kenny Dalglish, by the way, Ginger. Najee, I do. Gordon Lee selling Malcolm McDonald to Arsenal because he didn't want superstars in his team. And I'll tell you what, Gordon Lee apparently was an absolute joke. For me, anyone under Ashley saw captain a year. Yep, agree. Then we've got the best player Robson signed was Robert. I tell you what, he was class, man. Class. That left foot, man. Beautiful. Kabay, does he play? No, he's retired, mate. He's retired. Hasn't played for a couple of years now. Excuse me. I mean, he's decent at Palace, by the way. I'm not going to lie. He was decent at Palace. He was there for 3 seasons. For Newcastle 2010-11 squad, does any of the squad still play football these days? Andy Cowell's still on the free. And then Chef Cucci was signed years ago. And Stephen Ireland, where is he? He's nowhere to be seen. Dummett still play. I have to have a look, mate. It's gone back 10 years, man. But like I said, sort of thing. I mean, Musa Sissoko still plays at Watford as well, by the way. So I see David McCreary. I mean, yeah, I can remember him. He was a decent defender, by the way. I think he's a decent player in his time. So, like I said, we have some good players over the years, but unfortunately, Mike Ashley's just absolutely destroyed him, by the way. I mean, on me, so look, on my analytics, I've got 172 views. Big up to you guys. Thank you very much indeed on that. Dropped down to 170. So just have a look at that one as well. And I've got bring some old players back. That will happen. I think they still do a better job than the ones we got today. We got Martha Duga, that's my guy. He was quality, wasn't he? I mean, when he came to Newcastle, I've just thought that, let's be real, there's too many injuries for him. Do you know what I mean? Brilliant for Celtic, brilliant for Leeds. But when he came to Newcastle, if he was match fit and he played 38 games, he would have kept us up that season because on his day, there's no one better than holding the ball up than Martha Duca. He was quality. Alan Smith was class first, but he hardly scored, didn't he? He hardly scored. But he scored for Leeds and scored some important ones for Man U. But when Sam Allardyce got him for £6 million, I thought that was a good signing. Let's be real. But he had too many injuries for me, and that is the thing. And that's why he hasn't been a player than he has been. God, it's funny, the best team we ever had was the 95-98 squad. If Howe can make a team like that, the future fans will love him forever. Totally agree. Totally agree. Michael Owen, listen, keep it quiet. He was a waste of space, Michael Owen. I mean, he's here for 4 seasons. He cost us £120,000 a week. Let's be real. And we only got him because someone else didn't want him, by the way. So, sad. I'm going to keep this on for another 5 minutes or so before I wrap up. I said that 20 minutes ago. And I got Tangi as well. Do you think, despite his age, James Milner's experience could be worth something to do with the squad, even if it's for a year? I tell you what, though, that one's not a bad shout, you know. But would you take him back to Newcastle? I mean, he had opportunities to stay, but he put in a transfer request. But you never know. If they came in for him, I wouldn't mind taking him back for his experience and his leadership as well in the midfield. I think it'd be decent. And I think it'd be good on a fee transfer as well. If he's on a fee, I'd take him. It depends what Eddie Howe wants, by the way. Name all the quality players we had over the years. It makes it laugh when people say we can't attract top players. Oh, we'll be attracting top players in the summer. Let's be real. Do you remember Albert Luque, the next Ronaldo? I can remember that. I mean, the thing is, right, I mean, we linked him in, paid 11 million for him. I mean, so I think it was Deportivo La Corona. They mugged us off for 11 million, by the way. Yeah, had his medical, and then found out he was injured during the medical, and that's why they mugged us off. I would have said take him on loan, on a season-long loan, see how he does, and then probably sign him. But we've wasted 11 million on this guy, and apparently he's a world beater, by the way. He was that missing spark, by the way, and his free kicks as well, by the way, with his left foot. if he was fit, it would have been booming. But unfortunately, it's been shocking. I can remember when he got subbed off, when the number came up, he ran straight down the tunnel there. That's the quickest I've ever seen him run. Do you know what I mean? And, oh, man, what a waste of time, waste of shirt for me, by the way. The only good thing about him, by the way, he scored against Sunderland, by the way. Ronaldo's probably a better bet than Miller at the minute. I can't see Ronaldo coming back to Newcastle. He's on £300,000 a week at 31. And I just cannot see him coming back to the Premier League. I think he's done. Wasn't Miller sold by Wise, that and Cisco, and that's why Keegan resigned. Yeah, I mean, apparently Keegan was told to come to London, right? Because hopefully he's going to get a new deal. Or could be a new signing. And he's told by Ashley and Wise to sell James Milner. And he wasn't very happy about it. So he did a press conference saying that it's Keegan's decision, and it wasn't Keegan's decision. He was forced by Ashley Wise to sell him. Yeah, so someone's been lying. And yeah, that's a good point there, Jack. That is the truth. And John, I kept saying, remember, Man, Staveley has 3 years to progress. Newcastle, or she loses her job. So 3 years has to be top 10 stable, pushing the top 6 will cost. I'm not sure if I heard that one. I mean, mate, take notice of that. That is not true. She's a co-owner of the football club. How could she be going to be sacked, or lose her job if she's a co-owner? I can't see it. I don't understand that. Ignore that, miss. That's not going to happen anytime soon. Hey, John, how you doing? Dublin, I'm doing fine, mate. I hope you're okay. And, yeah, I had a day off yesterday from the streams, and I think I deserved a break. Now I've got it. I've got to have more of a break when I'm in Italy, mind. So, yeah. So, like I said, I've got to wrap it up in a minute, by the way. And I know the comments going to come flying in and before I get myself away. But I'm hoping that Emenalo come rocket up to Newcastle very, very soon as our new director of football. And if you can get that, that will be brilliant. How did the date go? Mate, it wasn't a date. It's just a friend. A lot of people just misrepresent what I'm saying. Like, it was just a friend. And we had a great laugh as well. So I was happy, that sort of thing. And yeah, it's been a good night. And it is what it is, man. So I got 33 people watching, but I'm going to be off away in a minute. And I'm going to look at the Twitter feeds in a minute. The most entertaining player before ASM was Tino Espila. Yes. That's good, man. Thanks very much. And I said, no, don't apologize, mate. Don't apologize, man. It's not your fault. It's absolutely fine. You can ask us any questions you want, mate. And there you go. Guys, got to wrap it up here because I've been here for just over an hour. And I'll be back tomorrow. But what I'm going to do tomorrow, I've got no idea. I've got some more comments, by the way. Did you give her a gelato, John? I didn't. And it's not too cold here. Amanda's director of football for 3 years. She owns 10%. It's real, John. She's running the club for now. So if she can't do her job, she would just be an owner. Manager and director, I meant to say, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we need to find out more about that, by the way, but I could be wrong, but I'll definitely look into that, mate. But I'm not going to say that it's not true, but we'll see. I remember Bobby calling him Shola Bambi. I can remember that very well indeed. Friends with benefits, I say, I know you, John, not me. I don't do one-night stands. I haven't done it for 26 years, believe it or not. And I'm not going to do it now. There's no way. What is the point of doing it? It doesn't make sense. So there you go. I've got Everton fan here. Hi, John. Hope you're right, Steve, mate. I hope you're having a good weekend so far. See you soon, John. You've been a brilliant chat as always. Thank you very much indeed, Darren. And leave it talking like that. I'm going to get myself away. And I'll be back tomorrow, like I said. Do smash the likes up and do subscribe. And thanks for joining. And until then, I should get away and have a fantastic evening, guys. And until then, good night. As always.